Welcome back to another video, another Too Good To Go grocery video, and today we have bags from Waitrose, Morrisons and the Food Waste supermarket. So earlier on today Darren went up to pick our weekly box up from the Food Waste supermarket. Now I call it a Food Waste supermarket, this is not actually the title of the place. It is a food waste charity and they give the boxes out. You donate £1 minimum donation, and they also have a pay as you feel cafe, and they work with larger charities as well. Normally when you go, you get given a pre-filled box. You get told to get 2 things from the fridge and either 1 or 2 things from the freezer. So we picked what I'm going to show you, picked from the fridges and 1 thing from the freezer because the freezers were empty, and then they said that they'd actually got no boxes. So we didn't pay the donation that we normally pay, we did pay a little bit less. So let me show you what we got from the Food Waste supermarket. So we got it's a fair tub of, I think it's meat feast pasta, you know, the Morrisons meat feast pasta. And then a tub of lightly dressed potatoes. So I will do this for Darren and the kids tomorrow lunchtime with some garlic bread, and then these I'll probably use tomorrow dinner time, and I'll figure out something to go with those because I wouldn't want to leave them for too long. And then there's a sausage meat which is dated the 15th, but it was frozen because it's come frozen. So I'll probably do some sausage balls. I mean, we get this kind of stuff at Christmas. Mix it with sage and onion and cover it in breadcrumbs, and that's one of the things that we have for Christmas dinner. But I'm not sure whether it'll last frozen for Christmas or whether I need to use it before. Now, whilst I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get any fruit and veg, at least we got something that I know that we can immediately use. Sometimes, even if you don't get a lot, if you get in a small amount of food that is very usable and you know you're going to be able to use it, then that's probably better than getting a ton of stuff that you might not use, you might have to freeze, you might have to find somebody to give, because these things are either past their use by or shelf life date or just on their use by date. So it's all right being really happy when you've got a lot of stuff, but then you have to use it quite quickly. And sometimes that can be tricky. So whilst I was initially slightly disappointed that we'd not got a box, it is food waste at the end of the day. And what we've been given, we will be able to use, and we are going to use it tomorrow. So moving on to the Morrisons bag. The Morrisons bag was £3.09. Do love a Morrisons bag. Sometimes it's a little bit hit and miss. So let's have a look what we've been given in this week's Morrisons bag. So we've got some raspberries. I do like raspberries, but I don't like paying the price that raspberries are. So that's worked out quite well for me because I am slightly tight. Like, I don't mind paying higher prices for things, but you know when you don't get many, do you? And what are they now? Something like, they're definitely over £2, aren't they, for raspberries? And because the kids eat fruit so quickly, it's like you could buy a punnet of strawberries, punnet of raspberries, punnet of blueberries, probably pay £8 for theirs, and then they could be gone in that day. So I really do like getting fruit and veg in the Too Good To Go bags. So we've got a pot of a pot of fruit. It's a seasonal medley, and it's got plums, nectarines and plums, melons and strawberries. So hopefully that will be good, because I think it's a day, you've got a day on it, but you never know, do you, with pre-potted fruit, whether you're going to take the lid off and it's just going to smell of vinegar, or whether it's going to be good. But we will eat that today. Ooh. And then we have a tub of strawberries. Absolutely perfect, these strawberries. So that is a really good thing to have in your box. Ah, look, oh, some more raspberries. Excellent. Oh, another pot of strawberries. And wow, another pot of strawberries. All perfect. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever. So that's 3 punnets of strawberries, 2 punnets of raspberries, and then a fruit pot. We have a salad bowl, a house salad bowl. So they've got like a couple of pieces of radishes in, a few cherry tomatoes, and then it's just like green salad after that. So that will do really well. A bag of iceberg lettuce. This will need eating in the next day or so, I think. But we have got the potatoes that we're going to use from the food waste box. So I'll do a salad as well with whatever else I get to go with the potatoes. I'm not sure. I'm trying to work through my freezer. So it's going to be something from the freezer. Unless there's something in Waitrose, which we're collecting later on this evening. Some sweet pointed peppers. They look in really, really good condition. Some apples. I think there's 5 apples in there. I think that these may be in because they've popped open, because there's 4 more apples as well. And they're only small. That's it. A tiny apple. I love autumn for the apples and the pears, and I am one for seasonal fruit. So that were really good, weren't it? £3.09. You can't complain. I suppose if you don't like fruit, then you're pretty screwed in that, because there's no bread, there's no baked goods, there's not really any there's no vegetables, is there? It's just fruit and salad. So, but for our household, that's a fantastic bag. It's a chance that you take with food waste, isn't it? I'm going to go for now, but for you, it's just going to seem like a couple of seconds. We're due to pick our Waitrose bag up between 8:30 and 9:30 this evening. So I will be back as quick as a flash to show you what we've got in the Waitrose bag. So we ended up having a little bit of a change of events, because about 3.5 hours before I was due to pick the Waitrose bag up, they cancelled because they didn't have any food waste. So I went back on the app and I booked a SPAR and co-op. Never had a SPAR, never had a co-op. And they're both in a village that is about 20 minutes drive. So it is quite a distance to go. But the timings overlapped, so it meant that we could go. There were a minute's drive between both stores, and we would be able to pick them up at the same time. So whilst it was a 20-minute drive, we were going to be having 2 bags. And then about 16 minutes before the first bag had started, you know, the collection time had started, the second bag cancelled because they'd not got any food waste either. So then I was thinking, is it worth driving for 20 minutes to just get 1 bag? And anyway, Darren said, yeah, come on, let's go. But I ended up staying here to get one of the kids ready for bed. So he went off and collected a bag from the SPAR. Now, the SPAR bag's around about £3.10. I'll pop it on the screen if it's much different. As I've said, never had a SPAR bag. It's about a 4.4 rating, so it's got quite a high star rating. Let me show you what we've got. So not a brilliant range or amount of food. However, the Warburton's breakfast muffins will definitely come in handy. And the Warburton's crumpets will definitely come in handy. This is Darren's favourite bread. I can't stand the stuff, but he loves it. So we've got 3 bread items that, you know, is a definite winner. And Neve loves these, tuna and sweet cod, pasta salads. So again, you know, we've got 4 things that I definitely know that we're not going to waste. And mushrooms, which I'm the only mushroom lover in this house, but I will have some for breakfast in the morning. And then we have roast chicken drumsticks. Now, that is today's date. That's when I'm filming. So I am a bit iffy with meat, but, you know, it's not raised, it's not swollen, it's not got any condensation in it. and I think as long as I cook them tomorrow, they should be fine. However, I will give them a sniff, see what they smell like. But I think, yeah, they're ready to eat ones. You can just warm them up. I think, looking at the packaging, I think that we will be fine. So a little bit of a disappointing grocery shop with the food waste this week. Not because we didn't get loads of stuff, because as I said earlier, sometimes it's better to get a small amount of what you're actually going to use than a large amount of stuff that either needs chucking away or, you know, loads of fruit pots that have already started fermenting and things like that. So I'm really pleased with the items that I've got. It would be really good to get a Waitrose one, and it would have been good to get the Co-op, but if there's no food waste, there's no food waste, and at least they cancelled and I didn't turn up and there were no food. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you again next time.